Okay, coming on to part 2 here. That's all they see their victim as. And all it is a victim. Every single crowd member, or audience member that a model or a movie actor, anyone in the entertainment business or in the media, anyone in the media sees their audience members as a victim and a manipulated tool. So say for example, if you get another model like mya-jane, okay, for example, which is, a thing that happened several months back. I found her on Twitter through someone else. I forget who the hell it was, honestly, because half the people who I follow on Twitter, either I follow through someone else or I find it through any kind of page I'm looking at. I sent her, I followed her on Twitter. I found out what her Facebook was. I sent her a Facebook request, and she denied it, which I can totally understand. Sometimes if you don't know people and if you're unfamiliar with them, you deny them because you don't know them that well. Totally understandable. I do it too. Other people do it. So I go, why did you deny my friend request even though I told you I'm real? You want to write back? I'll answer you. She goes, oh, I don't know. Send me another one. So I sent her another one, and then she blocks me. And I go, why'd you block me? I sent her a message on Twitter and asking why she blocked me, and she goes, it wasn't me. Now, how, if it isn't you, how do you block someone? That's what I'm talking about. Facebook and Twitter are made up 75% of sociopathic liars. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about lying to you. The only thing they give a shit about is going where they want to go. And when they don't get what they want, they become real bitchy. And I don't mean that as a form of an argument. I don't mean that as a way to say, oh, well, now he's being insulting. I'm not saying he's being insulting. I'm saying it as a realistic reality explanation of it. They don't give a shit about you. All they care about is going where they want to go, getting loads of attention, and then God forbid they don't get the attention. They become real bitchy, and they call you an asshole or a piece of shit because you're not submitting to them. There are other celebrities like, let's see if I can think off the hand right now, off the top of my head quickly. Trying to think fast here. There's like 40 people I follow on Twitter, but only like 11 that I follow on Facebook. Until I get a name in my head, there's a lot of people on Facebook too who pretty much ignore a lot of people. DJ Lady Bass, she's cute. She's fun. She answers you. What's her name? I can picture her. Shit. I'm sorry, honey, if I forget. I can, which I'm sure she'll probably find this video too. DJ Baxter. She's from Australia. She's cute, and she responds. Now, if you take someone, for example, like... Ah, shit. This is what happens when I try to whip out names, and I can't quite do it fast enough, but I can see their face in my mind, but I can't quite get the names. It's not that I don't give a shit about DJ Lady. She's a good, they're both, Lady Bass and Baxter are good ladies. They're good women. But there are a lot of people on Twitter who, frankly, they all they care about is attention. And if they do answer Twitter messages, they only answer like 3 at a time. And they go, they continue their flirtatious ways. No, that isn't even a word. They do their flirtatious ways. And then, I can't answer everything. Yeah, you gotta give me a break here. How difficult is it to answer 20 a day? 20 a day. Okay, that's a half an hour's worth of loading the page up. You scroll down the page. You look for everything that's written to you. You take 10 seconds for each message. How fucking difficult is that? I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as a use your common sense. You can't sit there and tell me, oh, well, I have a lot of people following me, and I can't quite get to all of them. But yet you have enough time for 10 hours a day to put your ass on camera. It's common sense. Like I said, the only people, the celebrities in general, regardless of whether they're Playboy models, regular models in general who want to make a name for themselves, or celebrities in the media in general. Even the people in the media on these news shows, like Bill O'Reilly, Mary Catherine Ham, they don't even answer you. They don't even answer emails, which is totally disrespectful, which means you don't give a shit about people either unless you want something from them. It's like on Bill O'Reilly's show. He'll sit there and advertise his Twitter profile and his email address, and he'll sit there and analyze what he wants you to send him, but yet when you send him a factual thing, he doesn't want to air it. But yet he'll sit there and air something like, oh, my grandmother loves you, she's 98, and she's been watching you for the past 6 months. Thank you, so-and-so, I greatly appreciate that. And then they go into the next one. Oh, I got your book, Killing Lincoln, and it's great. Thank you, so-and-so, I really appreciate that. I want you to buy this other book, too. But yet, if you get a person like me who writes in and says, the election was rigged, you can't possibly sit there and tell me that Mitt Romney had 48% of the vote, and Obama had 50% of the vote, and all of a sudden the next day they both switch numbers. Now, see, that he doesn't want to air, because then you're actually telling the truth, and that runs him out of business. So, everything in the media is always manipulated. It's always never a factual, proven scenario. Let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much it. I know I'm starting to ramble on in all different areas, and I'm like a car going through all these different exits, and I'm sporadically going into all these different areas. But if you understand that analyzation as an example, but yeah, people in the media do not give a shit about you. All they care about is going where they want to go, and that's all they care about. They don't give a shit about you. They really don't. Because if they actually gave a shit about you, they would actually give you some of their time. Like Kari-Nautique would give you some of her time. Mya-Jane would give you some of her time. Bill O'Reilly would give you some of his time. Mary Catherine Ham would give you some of her time. Now, the person I would love to talk to, which I haven't even contacted yet, which is Laura Ingraham. She is I don't want to say journalist, because she does more commentary and informing rather than, writing a story and making shit up as she goes along. She doesn't do that. Laura Ingraham, I like her. She's kind of like me. She gets on the radio, she tells the truth, she tells the facts, and I seem to remember sometime earlier this week, someone claimed that she was misinformed, and she pretty much made fun of them. So that I gotta hand it to her for. So I like Laura Ingraham. She's cool. Bill O'Reilly, he's got a little work to do, because, like I said, he only shows what he wants to show. The same way Hannity never responds to me either. I've written him a couple of times, but I haven't written him in like 3 months, so go figure. He only shows what he wants to show too. I think that's pretty much it, because now I think I'm starting to ramble on. I'm making myself boring. And I know a lot of you thinking, I know you typical liberal idiots saying, well, you were boring from the very beginning. Well, I dare you. I tell you what. I dare you to come up with something better instead of your own pathological arguments. I mean, I can't get angry with things anymore. It's becoming really, really funny. You know, like some guy got on Bill O'Reilly last night, and because he got into a heated argument with Bill O'Reilly because people were rightfully pissed off about the mayor of Rhode Island, I think it was. He decided to take the Christmas tradition out of the Christmas tree and call it a holiday tree. So then he calls the Fox News staff of a bunch of angry people because Bill O'Reilly asked him a good question, which I forget what it was, but I'll have to check out the tape of it. But yeah, the election was totally rigged. They changed the coding in all the machines, and it was pretty much a botch job. I knew for a fact that Obama was going in for a second term to fuck things up even more. Because it's typical. He's a typical black con artist. Yes, there are... Actually, I'm not going to go in that area because I'm not going to sit there and submit to another fucking argument from a stupid liberal. He is the typical black con artist. Okay? I wish in some ways, even though Martin Luther King is rolling in his grave right now wondering what the hell happened, I really do wish that Martin Luther King would come back. Because Martin Luther King has more brains than Obama does. And yes, what's her name? Oh, shit. What the hell was her name? The one that's responsible for the Benghazi thing. The other white piece of shit. I'll remember her later on. I'll probably remember when I finish this video. But in any case, I guess that's about it for the rambling. I'm running a blank now. I've said that what was planned on saying, so. Like I said, last words, don't take the media so seriously. Don't take everyone on Facebook and Twitter seriously. All they are out is for getting where they want to go. They don't give a shit about you. They care about going where they want to go, and that's it. They will sit there and lie to you, and lie to you, and lie to you, and lie to you, and lie to you. They will even bitch about this video. These past 2 videos, part 1 and 2, because their names were mentioned in here, and now they're all pissed off because now I'm starting to slander them. It's not slander, it's fact. Kari-Nautique, mya-jane, and the others, they don't give a shit about you. All they care about is going on camera, making screwed up conversations, showing their asses on camera, and that's it. Now, I don't hate them. In a humanitarian way, as an individual, I love everyone. Okay? But stop the bullshit and grow up. Same thing with people in the news. Cut the bullshit and grow up. Because pretty soon, I would love to have Guy Fawkes stay over here when somebody takes a huge bunch of C4 and blows up the whole entire White House and make all those pieces of shit with the suits on live poorly. And there's no way in hell they're going to be able to ask for the taxpayer, oh, you're going to pay my bills? No, go fuck yourself. You pay your own bills now. Karma is a bitch when you fuck people over. I'll see you guys next time.